Welcome everybody to Ironheart Pro Wrestling presents Championship Wrestling from Minnesota. This is our debut episode. My name is Caitlin Diamond and I am sitting alongside the System.
It's an honor to be here for the first ever episode of Championship Wrestling from Minnesota.
That's right, we've got 5 action-packed matches here tonight for you all. Let's get started. Right now we've got
Orion,
the Vehicle City Villain, starting things off hot here. Now, Aaron Orion has been absent from Ironheart for a long time. Great to see him back here. He looks to be in tremendous condition.
I agree, a lot of tag team experience, a lot of independent national experience for Aaron Orion.
Yeah, Aaron,
first of 5 action-packed matches for you.
But he's gonna have his hands full. The prospect. As you heard Allison with the introduction there, Icarus Alexander has been a standout, continuing to grow as an in-ring performer over the last year with us. He's making his television debut tonight.
He's definitely going through a phase, Caitlin Diamond.
Yeah, what do you call that? I know when I was in high school, I called it my emo phase.
I'm not sure I want to label him. I'm not sure I want to get on his bad side just yet.
Icarus Alexander just keeps getting scarier and scarier as the days and the months go by here.
That scare is valid. Icarus is one hard hitter.
All right, here we go.
It'll be interesting to see this relative upcomer, this hard-hitting Icarus Alexander, can take down the more veteran Aaron Orion.
Wicked uppercut to start things off and stomp right in the gut. Orion he's on fire right now.
Orion showing he's got some hard hits of his own here.
That's right. Aaron Orion is a teacher of professional wrestling in the state of Michigan. Plenty of wrestlers have learned under him. And Icarus Alexander's gonna learn tonight, whether he wants to or not. Here we go, goes for another chop. Icarus ducks out the way, but snap power slam. 2 count only, says referee RJ Wilkins.
Yeah, an excellent counter there from Aaron Orion, not letting Icarus Alexander get on him.
Not letting him get out the gate, yeah, whatsoever. And Icarus is reeling here. Goes for double underhook. Icarus ducks out the way, and oh, hot shot. And a psycho knee, yeah.
And there's those strikes we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Icarus Alexander.
The crowd's going absolutely insane for Icarus.
We all love a good knee to the face. That's what we're here for. Professional Wrestling, Championship Wrestling from Minnesota. There's history on the line, folks. This is our first matchup here for Championship Wrestling. Icarus Alexander, an Ironheart rookie, maybe an Ironheart original.
Nice snap suplex. Giving himself a round of applause. I don't know if I agree with that. You gotta get the cover and get this match over with as quickly as possible with a veteran the status of Aaron Orion.
Well, hey, you gotta be a fan of yourself first. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect the crowd to believe in yourself? With that being said, I don't know if Icarus Alexander really was going for that.
Yeah,
I think he's going through a phase in his life. You know, he might have been hanging around with Sterling Bond too much. Might be hanging around with the wrong group of people.
Oh, snap German. Turns Orion inside out.
So what I want about it, he's dangerous, folks. He's dangerous.
Icarus loves to stalk his prey. What a European uppercut that was.
Every knee he throws, every uppercut he throws, every forearm he throws.
He's sure real proud of himself.
A little pose in the center there. And Aaron takes advantage.
Shot to the throat. That'll put any man down. And a leg lariat of his own.
Aaron Orion, just like that, giving it right back to Icarus Alexander.
Yeah, Orion is a military veteran, a genuine, legitimate, tough guy. Setting Icarus up on the top rope and, oh!
Man, very innovative.
Backbreaker across the knee from that height will slow you down, and it doesn't matter who you are.
Senior official R.J. Wilkins checking to make sure Mr. Icarus Alexander is okay. This match is still going. Another huge splash to Icarus Alexander while he's caught up on the second rope.
Yeah.
Aaron Orion on the outside, and Aaron Orion getting his little pose in.
All of Orion's momentum went through the ropes there. No break for Icarus.
History on the line here, folks. Our first ever match at Championship Wrestling for Minnesota. Who's going to come out on top here?
Went for a sunset flip. Icarus rolled through, hits the knee. But Orion not going to stay down.
He strikes back and forth. Who's going to get the KO blow here?
Pump handle, looking for a slam. Orion slips behind.
He's got him up.
Death Valley driver, this could be it.
Right on the back of the head.
Oh, Icarus able to kick out. That was a close call, though.
Icarus Alexander, he's a demon. He is not going to go down easily.
You know, his pain tolerance is especially high.
We're looking for a knockout blow here in this opening matchup. Aaron Orion and Icarus Alexander. I'm starting to notice something, Caitlin, from our new general manager, Allison. She certainly loves talents with A names.
Well, her name is Allison.
That's maybe just something I'm noticing, not to take away from the credibility of Aaron or Alexander or anything. And Icarus Alexander tripping him up. Curb stomp to Aaron Orion.
Throws the elbow pad off, sets him up.
Orion's woozy.
Clothesline from hell.
That's gotta be it.
What a decisive victory. A much needed victory for Icarus Alexander.
Well, welcome to Championship Wrestling for Minnesota, folks. That lariat from Icarus Alexander. Knocking the block off Aaron Orion. What a hard-hitting first matchup.
It's me, the Killer Bae, the goddess of girl power, and more importantly, the Ironheart Pro Women's Champion. And I know you haven't had the pleasure of seeing me perform yet, but don't worry, I'll be in that ring going up against the best and the brightest that pro wrestling has to offer. And don't worry, I'm gonna still be the champion because this championship, it means the world to me. And I'm going to prove to anyone that steps in the ring against me that I work harder, I am better, and I will prove that I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. So stay tuned.
We are back, and this is Championship Wrestling from Minnesota. We've got the Ironheart Pro Tag Team Champions, JDX, Rampage Santana, the 2-3, set to defend their Tag Team Championships here tonight, System.
2-3 in the house. That's right. 2 peas in a pod, Caitlin Diamond.
This is what some people would consider an unlikely duo, coming together at our last event in November at Hop and Barrel.
The champs are here. Take champs, I guess.
I don't think I've ever seen a more ridiculous looking duo, but they're confident, they're cocky, they're cool.
They're the 2-3, Caitlin Diamond. JDX, Slammy Davis Jr., Or as how I like to call him, glove guy and crop top guy.
Yeah, blue boot guys. They're new boot goofing tonight.
They're adult warm-up booties, Caitlin Diamond.
Well, if they're looking at this match as a warm-up, they got another thing coming.
It's called style, Caitlin Diamond. You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
But you don't know what that hat's called either.
I'm going to refuse to acknowledge that. And here comes the former tag team champions, Royal Flava.
Come get a taste.
Crowd favorites everywhere they go. Held those Ironheart Pro tag team titles for almost an entire year.
Alex Finley, Devo Knight.
Seasoning the Prince of the South Side, here to take back what they feel is rightfully theirs.
Undoubtedly, two of the top dogs of championship wrestling from Minnesota here. It's our debut episode here, folks.
And it's our first championship match. Let's go to Allison for the in-ring introductions.
The following contest is for the Ironheart Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the challengers. From Minneapolis, Minnesota, they are the seasoning Alex Finley and the Prince of the Southside, Devo Knight. The prettiest tag team in the world. And their opponents, from Chicago, Illinois,
Here we go, tag team championships on the line. The crowd firmly behind Royal Flava. One of the richest prizes in tag team wrestling. And we're underway.
The 2-3 boys taking away the tag team championships from Royal Flava in controversial fashion. And finally, Royal Flava getting the chance right back at it.
The rematch happens right here, right now on Championship Wrestling from Minnesota. Side headlock by JDX.
The 2-3 boys is a formidable tag team right here. Two of the most impressive resumes from athletes in Minnesota belong to these two men right here, JDX and Slammy Davis Jr.
But Finley doesn't take no crap, man.
No, they don't, and they don't have to wrestle a match before their championship opportunity. Arm drag by Alex Finley. Arm drag by JDX. Another arm drag by it, but a cartwheel out of it by Finley.
Oh my God, almost took his head off there.
Punking JDX out.
Getting in his face saying, I was that close, man. Could have been over.
Almost jumping out of his black jeans. JDX back to the ropes.
Are we gonna see Devo Knight here? No! Never turn your back on your opponent. That's the
veteran maneuver.
Well, in the inexperience of Royal Flava, they are still a relatively new tag team. Still relatively new to the pro wrestling business.
Well, you wouldn't normally see JD resort to tactics like that, but I'm glad he did. That's free game right there. Free game is free game. He's gonna turn his head on you. That's a free opportunity to get up on it. And Philly turns it into a pin. Slammy Davis almost took his eye off the ball.
There's the tag into Devo Knight.
Royal flavor, they love to use pace to their advantage.
Oh, but just running into the brick wall that is Slammy Davis Jr. And speaking of slams, we might see some more here. Oh! Devo lands on his feet. Went for an enziguri, and Rampage missed it.
You missed it. Rampage back on top, but that Devo Knight's so slippery.
Arm drag followed up by a drop kick.
And Devo letting JDX know, letting the 2-3 boys know. They're the true champions here. They got their number.
Tag team continuity here.
Trying to let them know that they are better. They're the best tag team here. The division here, the championship wrestling.
Look at
Minnesota.
this. Quick tag.
Senton.
Faster than we can call it.
TJ Bowles almost with a 3 count.
And JDX just landed on top of Rampage Santana. And what the?
What's on the both of them?
Shooting star press. Wild first couple of minutes here to this tag team championship match.
Royal Flavor, come get a taste, see if you can handle it. The 2-3 boys in their jeans.
Going over the top rope.
And their Astro Boot knockoffs.
Not looking too good for them right now.
Hanging out on the outside of the ring here, the 2-3 boys. What's it gonna take, Caitlin Diamond?
They gotta get themselves together here. Finley's
right here.
Oh my God, Devo went sky high, but he
got caught. You're like, what?
They're just treating him like a child here, and Finley through the ropes. Oh my gosh, suicide dive.
Everybody's down.
We've got to take a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back with the conclusion of this matchup. We're back. This is Championship Wrestling from Minnesota.
The Flavor's just been getting it this whole match. Devo Knight finally showing some sort of life here. Big missile dropkick off the top, Caitlin Diamond.
Finally getting their wits about them is Royal Flavor. After taking a beating, and oh my God, Canadian Destroyer by Devo Knight.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Smokes! And he gets the tag into Finley. Royal Flavor now setting up for the Last Supper. Oh! Almost a malfunction at the junction there.
Yeah, almost a self-collision there. But they gotta regroup. They gotta regroup.
Hey, wait a second!
Wait a minute. You can't do that. You can't do that.
What a cheap shot by JDX.
What a cheap way to end. First ever championship. Oh!
Come on.
Yeah, that's not right, Caitlin Diamond. This is the first ever championship match. The tag team champions in championship wrestling from Minnesota ends this way.
The fans wanted to see.
Your winners by disqualification, Royal Flavor. But still your Iron Heart Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the 2-3.
What a travesty for Royal Flavor. I've got to think there will be another opportunity somewhere down the line for these kids.
What a cheap way for the 2-3 boys to keep the championships.
Are you ready for some more one-on-one action? This is Championship Wrestling from Minnesota. And coming to the ring. Oh my God.
As you know, Caitlin Diamond, professional wrestling is a tough business. That's one of the toughest female competitors on the independent circuit right there.
The bow of Joey Jet Avalon, Sierra coming out on crutches. That doesn't look good. She's got a matchup scheduled for later tonight. But right now we've got singles action. Joey Avalon going one-on-one with the make-believe man.
Watch out for that shovel.
It's the spade, as he likes to call it.
Take a head off with that thing. And I'll tell you what, Caitlin Diamond, I'm concerned for my two favorite blonde floofs there. I hope Sierra's doing okay.
She's given the thumbs up, but double crutches doesn't look good. But here comes 7 feet tall, 300 pounds, make-believe Jerry Ulricher.
And one of the most popular public figures in the Midwest scene today, Jerry! It's Jerry Ulricher, Caitlin.
I made up those statistics myself.
Jerry's here.
If you couldn't tell.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But everyone loves Jerry.
Championship Wrestling, this is Jerry Ulricher.
What a goofy dude. Gotta love him, man.
I said once, I'll say it again. One of the most popular figures in the Midwest scene, Jerry Ulricher.
I don't know if popularity necessarily equates to a win-loss record. However, everyone loves a good underdog,
I
man.
love Jerry. He's well dressed. He's dressed to impress. I understand it doesn't work in our favor. It's a TV matchup. We gotta hit our times here, and so it's gonna take a minute for him to take off all of his stuff. But thankfully, he has that huge hat to store
All of his
his
belongings.
snazzy clothes.
It's almost
Yeah,
like a homeless man's bindle.
It's very efficient, Caitlin Diamond. Have you ever lived that way? It's very efficient.
I can't say that I have.
And look at this crowd. They're cheering for Jerry. On the jet, I completely understand because it's Jerry, but Joey Avalon's no slouch either.
No, I'm actually a little bit concerned for Jerry. This is such a mismatch.
Joey the Jet Avalon, he knows how it is. He's coming in here.
He's had
No,
a lot
it's
of national exposure recently, working with Ring of Honor.
We got Sierra right by his
Oh
side.
my lord.
Jerry taking it right to the nose there.
And Avalon is on vacation, so it seems.
He's dialed in. Like I said, Sierra out there on crutches. Joey out there having more independent matches than probably any other wrestler here in the state of Minnesota and in the Midwest and beyond. This is no slouch here, folks.
Double bicep.
Jerry signed up for a lot
Yeah,
when he signed his dotted line on that contract to say he was facing the Jet.
he had to know that it was going to be an uphill battle, but he just can't seem to get out of the gate here.
I know Jerry. Jerry's up for anything. Jerry's sort of that free spirit.
Yeah, he loves a good challenge, and speaking of challenge, how do you waistlock take over a guy that's 2.5 times your size?
Joey Jet's 2.5 times, more than 500 pounds. What did you say when Jerry came on here?
I said I made those statistics up.
Oh. Well, there's nothing made up about the make-believe friend Jerry Ulricher. This is one of the
Do-si-do!
This is one of the most popular wrestlers in the Midwest here. He can be very devastating, Caitlin. He can be very devastating.
He's always trying to have a good time, and Joey's not a particularly happy guy.
Maybe he's just a bad dancer.
Oh, he
The smooch!
lays a kiss on Joey Jet and wisely getting out of the ring.
I don't know how to feel about that. The crowd loves it. Jerry loves it. Joey doesn't know how to feel about it. What does Sierra think about all this?
I wonder. You gotta
We're all-
wonder.
RJ Wilkins, he got his hand up in the air. Oh!
Runs right into a savate kick there.
A little kiss of his own. Joey the Jet Avalon. He's got Jerry up.
Powerbomb with ease.
Now the air on that powerbomb, Caitlin Diamond, that's the reach, folks. Your winner of this match, Joey the Jet.
We're going on commercial break. We'll be right back with more championship wrestling from Minnesota. We are back here with Championship Wrestling from Minnesota. Janai Kai making her way to the ring. During the commercial break, our general manager, Allison, told Joey Jett to get back in the ring. You know, Sierra was scheduled to wrestle Janai here tonight, but since she is injured, Joey's gonna have to work double duty.
This is not fair to the Jet, Caitlin Diamond. After that brutal matchup with Jerry Ulricher, to have him fight a second matchup tonight here in Championship Wrestling for Minnesota in Apple Valley.
All right, well, I know more than anybody that intergender matches can go either way, but I have a feeling that Joey is not sweating this one either.
Well, I mean, I understand Joey, you know, he was confident. He cut a cocky promo after his first matchup against Jerry Ulricher. But that's what you do when you're a blonde fluke, dude. You gotta show it, you gotta flaunt it. You gotta tell people that you're better than everyone else. I mean, he beat Jerry Ulricher in about 4 minutes.
Oh my God!
He has the big old wrecking ball. One of the best independent wrestlers on the circuit today, Caitlin Diamond.
Janai Kai is a champion in Major League Wrestling. She is the featherweight champion there. She should not be taken lightly. Joey Jett is posturing a lot here.
Well, how could you not when you have Sierra in your corner? There's just so much stacked against Janai.
Yeah, Janai certainly wasn't expecting this match when she flew into Minnesota today. But this is pro wrestling, man. Things can change. Expect the unexpected. And now we've got an intergender match in the debut episode of Championship Wrestling from Minnesota. Janai is one tough woman. They call her the Kick Demon.
Joey Jett was definitely feeling those kicks, but
Just using
he's
his
just a tank, Caitlin.
yeah, his raw power to deadlift Janai Kai up off the mat and deliver that backbreaker with authority.
I understand what Allison's going for. She didn't appreciate the promo from Joey Avalon. Also an A name, by the way. But you know, this might be a little bit of a proving ground for Joey. Like, if Allison's gonna throw a second competitor at me, try and punish me, you know, I'm gonna show him championship material. You can't tell me what to do. You can't show me what to do.
Honestly,
I'm
be
the
careful.
Jet.
Be careful what you wish for. Janai going for a sunset flip, but Joey Avalon too big. Hits a leg drop instead.
Excellent counter. An excellent leg drop by the Jet.
And here we go.
That's all you can ask for, Caitlin Diamond. You want to go out there, you want to try your best.
Of course.
And if your best is good enough to beat the imaginary Jerry Ulricher, that's going to leave you pretty confident. And Joey Avalon, he's gone toe-to-toe with some much larger talent, some big talent on the national stage here.
But it's not always about the size of your opponent. It's about the size of the fight in your opponent. Janai not going to give this up easily. One of the fiercest female competitors in independent wrestling today. She's competed in Japan regularly in TJPW.
I'll give you that. Every moment is entirely specific. We're still rolling on the first ever episode of Championship Wrestling from Minnesota. An intergender matchup.
The Kick Demon fighting back.
An intergender matchup with a female victor. That'll make quite the headlines. We're not saying it's an upset. We're saying it could happen here, folks.
She is laying those shots in on the Jet. And I think the crowd is realizing exactly what a threat Janai Kai is.
Once she gets going with those strikes, they can be lethal. She's finally got Joey Jett
On the ropes. Nice side kick there. Sierra looks in shock.
Well, you know, she wants to be the one in the ring here. This is completely unexpected and General Manager Allison to put Joey Avalon in this second match here. We've said it before, we said it again, you never know what to expect. And unexpectedly, we got an intergender matchup here.
Oh, look at this, deadlifting her up. But Janai lands on her feet.
Joey Avalon so quick with it.
Competitors exchanging kicks back and forth.
And that kick to the head certainly did something.
Not a long advantage, though, as the Jet puts her back up on the top rope.
That'll slow things down. Can't throw any kicks when you're on the top rope, huh?
No. And now, trying to launch her into a power bomb. This is what put Jerry Ulricher away. But Kai lands on her feet. Oh, stiff kick to the midsection.
She scouted it.
And there's a sling blade.
She brings him down again, Caitlin Diamond.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Oh!
Jesus. The stiff kicks of the kick demon, Janai Kai,
You can just hear the effectiveness.
echoing through the building. This has got to be it. The Jet kicks out.
One good kick to the back of the head there.
But Joey's reeling. Janai is in control. I never thought I'd say that.
For real, how many more can Joey take? Oh! Janai Kai just fell onto Joey Avalon's foot.
That's not what happened. Sierra tripping the foot out behind the referee's back. Super kick. Janai's still on her feet.
Both competitors trading strikes to the face now here. What is...
I'm scared of her. Picks her up, power bomb. This is it. No, it's not.
Janai Kai kicks out.
Joey Avalon is not in a good headspace right now.
Senior official R.J. Wilkins. He confirms that was only 2.
Sierra handing him a crutch, but this is right in front of the referee.
High tensions. The crutch is coming out. Joey, what do you do? What do you do? You have a shovel, Joey. Why are you throwing for the crutch?
We already saw a match end
you have
like
a
this.
shovel.
We don't want to see this happen again. Janai's got the shovel.
R.J. Wilkins is going to have to deal with that. Excellent officiating by R.J. Wilkins. Take away both the shovel and the crutch. This is going to be a clean matchup here, Caitlin.
For real. Janai trips the legs out.
Nothing going right for Joey Avalon right now.
Oh my God. Bicycle kicks repeatedly. And you can just hear those thuds.
Oh!
Spinning cartwheel kick.
There's a crescendo kick right there.
Oh my God!
Oh, what a conclusion.
Janai Kai just beat Joey Avalon clean in the middle of the ring.
What a conclusion to our first ever intergender matchup in Championship Wrestling from Minnesota. Janai Kai.
Victorious here. We've got to go to commercial break, but we will be right back with more action. Stick with us. Oh my God, it's Sterling Bond. We are back here at Championship Wrestling from Minnesota, and it's the Voodoo Psycho, the Pineapple King.
We all heard of pineapple on pizza, Caitlin, but what do you think about pineapple in professional wrestling?
Personally, I love it. I think we might see a new Ironheart Pro heavyweight champion here tonight.
This is the Ace Ironheart, folks. And your main event of Championship Wrestling from Minnesota.
Sterling always been a little off, a little kooky. He's had a few screws loose.
He's definitely erratic, that's for sure.
A lot of comparisons between him and the late Brian Pillman. But here comes the Ironheart Pro heavyweight champion, your savior, David Ali.
That's right, Caitlin.
Baseball bat in hand, always ready for a fight. David, normally a fan favorite, he does not have hometown advantage like Sterling does.
Well, I fear Sterling Bond brought a pineapple to a bat fight.
I swear to God, if we see any more weapons involved in this show, I might have to quit.
Now we just got to make sure that these things happen legally. But knowing both Sterling and David Ali,
It should be a good, clean fight.
yeah, this is a part of their characters, but they've won matches based on wrestling ability. Sterling Bond has got one of the prettiest moves I've ever seen in professional wrestling. A cutter from the heavens. And David Ali is a national independent competitor.
That's right, he's made several appearances with All Elite Wrestling, as well as other championship wrestling brands such as Atlanta. We're proud to have him as our heavyweight champ.
He's the champ for a reason.
Let's go to Allison with the intros.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the Ironheart Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Psycho Beach, the Voodoo Psycho, Sterling Bond. And his opponent, from Atlanta, Georgia, he is the Ironheart Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the Savior, David Ali.
Here we go. It's the Ironheart Pro Heavyweight Championship on the line, the main event.
I'm feeling some sort of way about this, Caitlin Diamond. Sterling Bond just said he was going to drown the champion, the savior David Ali, and then they shook hands as a sign of respect. I'm feeling all sorts of ways. I can't wait for this main event of championship wrestling from Minnesota.
Well, I think there is a lot of mutual respect here between these two competitors. Both have had very different journeys in Ironheart Pro, but that has led them here tonight in this championship fight. Sterling Bond's first opportunity at championship gold in Ironheart Pro.
That's right. On paper, you'd probably say Sterling Bond looks to be the underdog here, but he is an underground favorite of the Midwest scene. We both see what he can do here in Ironheart and in championship wrestling from Minnesota here. He's in the main event, the first ever show here, and he could walk away the champion.
David Ali has fought and clawed to not only win that championship, but to hold on to it, capturing the championship back in August. Ali looking to set the pace here. Sterling Bond, counter wrestling, side headlock takeover.
Exhibiting excellent control. He's psychotic, but he knows how to wrestle.
I don't know. The crowd seems much more on the side of Bond, and that might throw David Ali off here. He is used to being cheered. He is used to being the favorite. And there you see the prestigious Ironheart Pro Championship.
Sterling Bond had to go through a plethora of opponents to become the ace of Ironheart.
Yeah.
First tournament we ever held, Sterling Bond walked away your victor. And it's led him to where he is right now in a championship match against David Ali.
This is a great test for Sterling. He's had so many trials and tribulations here. Tag partners, breakups. Look at that smooth fluidity. Schoolboy.
You're right, Caitlin. It just seemed like just the other day, Sterling Bond was teaming with Icarus Alexander.
The Street Sharks were going strong and it all imploded. Icarus turning his back on Sterling.
And a plethora of times, Sterling versus Icarus, sometimes sanctioned, sometimes not. For Sterling to find himself in a championship match with David Ali,
You know he's busted his ass for this opportunity.
it goes to show the talent that he has. You know, this is his greatest opportunity to date. Sterling Bond, the Voodoo Psycho, the Street Shark.
Lots of wrestling.
David Ali's got that grip.
Wrist control means so much in pro wrestling. Look at that, he almost had Bond's shoulders pinned to the mat just from a top wrist lock.
Both these men very nimble.
Kick to the spine. As we saw with Janai Kai earlier, that can really put somebody out of commission.
If it's there, David Ali's gonna take it.
And we know he likes that punt to the face as well, so Sterling's got to watch out anytime he's on his hands and knees in this matchup.
Both these men, excellent mat technicians, but both these men brought their kick pads for a reason as well. I will say, all it takes is one good cutter from the heavens, Caitlin Diamond. We could be having a new champion.
That's right.
At this main event here.
He's put away every opponent he has hit that move on, as has Ali with the punt. Ali ducks and dodges. Oh, but a spinning back fist.
Voodoo driver, Sterling Bond calling it. The Voodoo Psycho.
Calling his shot, and Ali is on the outside of the ring, not in good condition. Pile driver on the apron.
That's right, this is for all the marbles. Ironheart Championship. Sterling Bond needs David Ali in the center of this ring if he wants to walk away the champion.
Oh my God! A diving front flip over the top, and we've got to take our final commercial break of the evening.
This crowd is in shock.
This match will conclude. Stick with us, folks. We are back, and this is Championship Wrestling from Minnesota. Sterling Bond going
He's going
up.
for it, Caitlin.
Cutter from the heavens.
They got it.
We've got a new champion.
So beautiful.
Oh my
That
God.
was it. That should have been it.
Oh my.
What's going on?
David Ali grabbed the bottom rope. I can't believe it.
TJ Bowles signaling a 2. David Ali got his hand on the rope.
The crowd thought it was over.
We almost had a new champion, Caitlin Diamond.
What a bad break for Sterling Bond. Sterling thinks he's won it.
That move was beautiful. The crowd thought he won it.
There's nothing like the cutter from the heavens, just unfortunate ring positioning, and David Ali, the veteran that he is, able to put his hand on that rope to break the cover. The crowd is protesting, but it doesn't matter.
Sterling Bond taking a phone call.
Yeah, he needs some advice. He talks to that pineapple.
It's worked well for him, Caitlin Diamond. The pineapple got him here. Will the pineapple get him over the top? Will the pineapple help make the Voodoo Psycho? Will it help him make him champion? TJ's right there, Sterling.
Don't tank this match. Oh, David Ali kicking the pineapple right out of the hands and setting him up.
The champ's reeling.
Punt kick. Nobody gets up from the punt.
History is made, ladies and gentlemen. In the first ever main event from Championship Wrestling from Minnesota, this savior, David Ali, countering the pineapple into a signature punt kick.
The pineapple can't always save you, Sterling. And here's Aaron Arsenal. What is... okay.
What's he doing here?
His scapula was shattered in 2 places at our last event, as you can see, wearing the sling.
Well, it's always great to see the hipster hunk.
And look at the sportsmanship, but for good reason, Ali and Bond doesn't look like they trust Aaron Arsenal.
I don't know, there's something about Aaron Arsenal that I trust. What better than defending your championship?
Well, thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. What future title implications will this hold? Stay tuned to find out.
How great for David. He won his championship back, and he had Aaron Arsenal come out and raise his hand for him.
I'm Caitlin
Couldn't ask for a
Diamond.
better ending than that.
This is The System. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.